my channel, Duckpotatoe's World. I am your hostess, Katie Brohard, and welcome to Bonusode 11, where we are going to do our 6-month review of the 2023 Hot Springs Fiber Company Blanket of Knowledge. So we are going to take a look at what we have accomplished so far, and I'm so excited to share with you today. Now, if you aren't familiar with the project, Hot Springs Fiber Company hosts a knit-along. This is actually the second year of the knit-along. This year's began in August of 2023, but don't let the start date work you up. This is a great knit-along because anyone can join it at any time, and it can begin and end whenever you want. If you want to make a baby blanket, you can join and hang out with us for a few months and then stop when you're done. If you want to make a king-size blanket, you can join and hang out with us for the rest of your life. Or however long you want your blanket to be, you're in control of this knit-along. You cast on the number of stitches, you make a big blanket, a small blanket, you start and stop whenever you want. There are 8 color stories to choose from. This is the most easy, customizable knit-along. You can pick knit, you can pick crochet, have it your way. But I am ready to share with you what I have accomplished on my blankets of knowledge so far this year. So I'm doing 2 color stories, and the first one I'm going to show you is my cabin in the woods. Now, the very first block we did back in August was knit on the bias, and this color yarn colorway was called Welcome Home. And I have been able to get, so far, 3 blocks out of my 100 grams. Not everyone's getting quite that many. I know some people who are only getting 2 blocks, but I just pretty much knit till I don't think I can get another block, and so far I've been able to get 3. That was August. September, the color was called, ooh, you know what, I don't know what the color was called in September. Let me show you a block that's been blocked. This one has. I don't have a colorway written down for this one, but this is the Cabin in the Woods September color. And it is gorgeous. We did Japanese cables this month. Just to give you an idea, I do have an unblocked version here, so you can see how much they change and open. Let me show you the right side. Change and open up when you block them there. That's pretty cool. So that was August and September. October, we had fun with spiders. This colorway was called Front Porch Light, and we made these adorable little, I've heard them called kittens, like kitty whiskers. I think we were going for the idea that they look kind of like spiders because it was October. That is my October one. In November, we celebrated the fall with falling leaves. And I didn't tie the tag on November, so give me just a minute while I go figure out what the colorway is. Sorry about that. All right, well, I'm very disappointed in me. I cannot find the tags for November and December. But this colorway was called Cedar Chest. And this was the falling leaf pattern that we knit for November. And this is another good example of the difference that blocking makes. You can see one of these has been blocked and the other one has not been. This was I really enjoyed the leaf pattern. It might have been my favorite. I'm not sure. It was fun. And then December, the colorway was called Into the Woods, and I don't think any of these have been blocked yet. Clearly I need to do some blocking. But this was a really fun zigzag pattern. It looks the same on the front and the back. Beautiful either direction. And then I have January's to show you. This colorway was called Dragonfly. And this one has been blocked, and this was another really fun thing to knit, really unique. And that brings us up to 6 months in Cabin in the Woods. And I will go ahead and show you the 6 months I've got on my Enchanted colorway, because I'm doing 2 blankets of knowledge for 2023. So you can see here, this is my January colorway. We'll go backwards through these. I have not gotten very far. I have 22 chain links and I have started 4 of them. So I am still working on the January. That colorway is called Day's End. But below that, you can see my December colorway, which is Perfect Afternoon, and there are those zigzags. I really had fun with the zigzags. And below that, we have Winter Sunrise, which is the November leaf pattern, and you can kind of see how the leaves look different in the blanket than they do in the blocks. And below that is Electric Sky, which is our October colorway, which might be my favorite. Sometimes I think I'm not a big pink or purple fan, and then a color will come along that I just love, and I love the pink in this Electric Sky. Then this purple with our Japanese cables there, that one is called Just Before Dusk. Just Before Dusk. And then the very bottom was our August colorway, and that one was called Spectrum. And the bottom of my blanket curls up a little, so hopefully you can see that well. It is really fun. I do not have this blocked at all, so everything is just doing what it's going to do for now. But yeah, it is getting to be quite a nice size. Let's see, I am not sure how long that is exactly, but I'm about 5'6", and this is probably getting close to halfway up me, so it's a very comfortable lap size right now. One thing to keep in mind with the 2023 Blanket of Knowledge is there isn't a graduation. Your blanket goes on and on until you are happy with the size, and then you just cancel and stop receiving yarn and patterns when you have a blanket the size you want. So I'm thinking probably 12 months is going to be a good size for me. We'll see what it looks like at that point. You can definitely tell that all of these stripes are not equal. So the second stripe from the bottom and the fourth stripe from the bottom, in both of those instances, I ran out of yarn and so went and bought a second ball to make my stripe either complete in the case of the Japanese cables, because it had a very distinct beginning and end, or just more because I liked the leaves so much. I think the leaves and maybe the November and December were probably my favorite patterns to knit. But December I just used up one ball. October I just used up one ball. August I just used up one ball. This month I'll just use up one ball. But you can make it as big as you want. Just remember, when you are done with your blanket, it is the size that you want it to be. Just call and cancel, and that will end your subscription for you. There won't be an official graduation. We'll just kind of keep going and let people jump in and join us whenever they're ready and say goodbye when they're done. I hope you're having as much fun with this year's Blanket of Knowledge as I am. I absolutely love the colors, and I love that I have two really different, because even though I'm knitting the same patterns every month, the colors are so different in my different blankets that it feels like I'm knitting really different things. So that's been fun too. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you have a beautiful day. Go out and create something beautiful.